Search is on for 3 gunmen who ambushed and killed 2 men at a North Harris County gas station.
The sheriff says as many as 70 shots were fired. This was in the middle of the afternoon at the busy intersection of Ella and Barron Springs. Marcelino Benito has new surveillance video tonight showing what happened. Marcelino.
Lennon Mia, the sheriff, calls this a clear ambush-style attack. A storm of bullets fired in just seconds, all of it caught on camera. Video evidence that investigators now hope helps them track down 3 killers.
You know, it's crazy, and it's hard to explain to your children what that noise is that they're hearing.
At the Sunoco off Ella Boulevard.
I heard a lot of gunshots. It sounded like a machine gun. And, you know, I jumped for a minute.
2 men killed after masked men unleashed a barrage of bullets into their car.
It was an ambush-style attack from the get-go, and they exited with, you know, some very serious firepower and just opened fire on the vehicle.
Tonight, new surveillance video captures the attack. A white sedan seen pulling up right next to a maroon Durango. 3 masked men jump out armed with AR-15 style rifles and start shooting. We've paused it after the first shot, too graphic to show on air. But investigators say 50 to 70 bullets were fired in seconds before fleeing in a white sedan.
Those shots being fired indiscriminately like that could have gone anywhere. And so it's very scary that a lot more folks around the other gas pumps could have been wounded or injured.
Families who live across the street feared for their kids who were about to get out of school. They're used to gunshots in their neighborhood, but this felt different.
It's pathetic. Like, it's just unnecessary. Like, all this is really uncalled for. It doesn't make sense. It's just too much.
Another camera angle shows people nearby scatter as soon as the shooting began, running and driving off. The sheriff tonight asking for anyone who may have seen or heard something to come forward with information.
The sooner the better, because we want these people off their streets. If they've already shot and killed 2 people here, others are at risk as well. These people are armed and dangerous.
Again, if you have any information that can help investigators track down these 3 killers, you're asked to call Crime Stoppers right away. That number, 713-222-TIPS. And remember, you can remain anonymous. Back to you.
Well, this is a crazy story. And very serious, because you got people riding around with firepower that you can shoot 50 to 70 rounds within minutes. That's what you're riding around with down there in Texas, hunting down people, targeting people, with apartments across the street. You got a service station, people moving around, schools almost about to get out or let out, children walking, people walking. And you just riding around with no respect of lives. You just spraying bullets everywhere. I hope they catch you soon so you can get off the street, because one thing for sure, you are dangerous. Very dangerous. I can't imagine being around at this particular time, seeing this go down. It's just way too scary for me. Here goes the rest of the story. Y'all be vigilant out there with your surroundings. You got crazy people running around, driving around, doing all kind of crap. Be safe. Welcome to Straddled Events. On this channel, we bring you the truth. Sometimes the truth is quite ugly, unbearable, and you just don't want to deal with it. But on this channel, you're gonna get it anyway. You are straddled the fence of good versus evil, right versus wrong. And on this channel, we're going to tell you to do better. Please like, dislike, subscribe, and share the videos. Now let's go.
I want to keep on some breaking news that we're following in North Harris County. 2 people shot and killed at a gas station. A chaotic scene. Sheriff Ed Gonzalez saying 50 to 70 rounds fired.
All this happening in a broad daylight off of Ella Boulevard and Barron Springs Drive. And that is where our Bryce Newberry is reporting live tonight. Bryce?
Yeah, Daniela and Brandon, you can see investigators still very busy in this gas station parking lot. And you can see they're also very focused on that maroon SUV. That's where they say those 3 men were sitting when all of a sudden 3 men in another car pull up. They got out all masked up, Sheriff Ed Gonzalez says, with long rifles and opened fire on the men sitting in that red SUV. You can see on the ground all of those evidence markers. Again, 50 to 70 rounds fired is what the sheriff estimates. two men inside that red, two men inside of the red SUV. They were killed here at the scene. Another one, though, he was injured, and the suspects then took off in a white sedan. Sky 2 flew the scene earlier this afternoon, and you can see just how busy the area was. Still a lot of investigators out here, very busy, and a lot of neighbors, onlookers. The sheriff stressed how lucky it is that this wasn't worse. This is 3:45 in the afternoon. Kids coming home from school, an apartment complex just across the street, and so now investigators do have this gas station parking lot shut down as they process the scene. There are surveillance cameras on the gas station, which will hopefully help them see exactly how all of this unfolded. But here's how the sheriff describes what happened.
It pretty much looked like it was an ambush style attack from the get-go, and they exited with, some very serious firepower and just opened fire on the vehicle.
The sheriff says there really didn't appear to be any sort of communication between the victims and the suspects before this happened. He says it just happened so quickly, and it did appear to be premeditated. Again, those three suspects, they believe, are still on the run tonight. They were last seen taking off from this scene in a white sedan. We are continuing to gather more information, and we'll keep you updated. For now, we're live in North Harris County. I'm Bryce Newberry, KPRC 2 News.